Yo, what's up, everybody? I just thought I'd do a quick review on Uncharted 4. I've finished the game. I finished the game quite a while ago, but I've been busy and stuff, so I didn't get around to doing the review earlier. The game, I would say, is really solid. I just want to start off with that. The single player campaign is good and it's a good length. It isn't something where you play it for like 5 or 6 hours and it's just done and you don't feel satisfied. Me personally, I felt really satisfied with the game. I felt like the storyline was good, and I felt like the game had a lot of variation. I liked the different locations you went to, and I just really liked the game in general. I think like the gameplay mechanics were really good. I liked the shooting, and there's one thing that I want to mention. This game, um, this game actually it encourages stealth more than the other games. I've noticed that. Like there's you can actually hide in bushes and like when someone's coming you can just kill them silently. That type of gameplay I feel like was encouraged in this in the fourth game in the series. I don't really think that's a bad thing though. I really enjoyed like this doing stealth in the game, hiding in the bushes and just picking off the enemy NPCs one by one. I really like that. And I like the actual gameplay itself in the sense that it's not just focused on one thing. I don't want to spoil anything to you, but it's like what happens is in the game you actually you actually go back and you explore like Nathan Drake's actual history of when he was younger and stuff like that. So I really like that, like the backstory and everything. That was really good. I felt like the gameplay was really satisfying. It wasn't one of those games where you felt it was good and then you felt like, oh, the ending was bad or the game wasn't long enough. It was just too short. This game, it took me about. If you play it, it depends on what difficulty you play it on. If you play it on crushing, it might take you like near 20 hours. If you play it on like normal, it might take around 15 hours or so. Yeah, when I'm gonna say this though, I got really brave, yeah, when I played Uncharted 4. I've been playing a lot of games on like the hardest difficulty. I never played the previous games on like crushing, so I thought, yeah, I'm gonna play the game on crushing. I got up until like the 19th chapter, and then there was a bit where I couldn't pass, so I just turned the game down to back to normal, and then I just finished the game off from there. So yeah, I did get killed a lot of times. I spent like a decent amount of time in the game. I would say that this game is just such a solid game, and me personally, just for the multiplayer campaign alone, I would say it's worth a purchase. I want to speak about the actual multiplayer part of the game now, and I will be really honest with you. I haven't really played that much of the multiplayer. I've played maybe about 3 matches, and the reason for that is because the game doesn't really appeal to me. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think the multiplayer is trash. It's okay, but it's not my type of thing. It's not my cup of tea. Like I've seen so much gameplay of it, and I've seen gameplay of like The Last of Us. It kind of reminds me of The Last of Us multiplayer with like some differences and stuff like that. But for me, the multiplayer isn't all that. It's not. It's personally not for me. It's not something where I'm not good at, and I want to get good at it because I enjoy it. It's kind of just it's okay, but it's nothing like to shout about if you get what I mean. So yeah, if I personally had to give this game like a rating out of 10, my personal rating would be like a strong 9. I feel like the game is just really good, and also the game for console the graphics are really good. Like I was kind of surprised by some of the graphics while I was playing the game. Sometimes I was just looking at the scenery because I was like this type of graphics is really good um for a console. And like it's the type of game where they do pay attention to detail in there, and it's just really nice. It does have some weaknesses. It does have some pacing issues, and there are some times where I personally never felt like this, but I can understand why other people may feel like this, where you feel like the game is a bit slow and you're kind of worried and you're like I'm not really enjoying this, but the game does really pop. It really shows its strength. You may feel like that initially when you're starting the game, but trust me, keep on with it, and the game really pops. You'll really get into it, into the action bits, and you'll really understand what all the hype is about and what everybody's going on about. So yeah, I just thought I'd just give this little let's talk about this game for a bit. And I know it's been a long time. I know loads of people have done reviews, but I thought I'd say my bit. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you soon.